What's up, guys, and welcome back to another installment of Basement Comics, the only place where we can teach you how to speak every bad word in Wookiee. Today, I kind of want to talk about this theory that's been going around that I just heard the other day, actually. Kind of did my own research and have been getting some information on it. It's that Galactus could be trapped in the Power Stone. Which, I mean, it makes sense, and the most minor thing that people have been comparing is that he's purple and it's purple, which is, I mean, that's so small and insignificant, but I mean, it could form into something. More so, I guess I could see it being a real thing happening because a thing the Collector had said before was that the Infinity Stones are a remnant of time before our universe, and as most of you may know, and I mean some may not, Galactus came from a universe before our universe. So I guess before we existed, or our time line maybe even existed, any of that. But he lived in a civilization where they were doomed, and he tried to save his race of people by stopping the Big Bang, as we call it now, and he flew his ship into the Big Bang and collided with it, and he wound up on this side of the universe with the creation, and he floated for billions of years alone and by himself, and it wasn't until the Celestials found him, and he formed with them. I don't know if it means fused or whatnot, but he formed with the Celestials and whatnot. So I could see this theory being a factor in the new Avengers coming out. Maybe he's going to be coming in, and I've seen in multiple comics that he has helped the heroes before, and has helped them stop certain people, and people like if a villain's threatening to destroy the entire universe and actually has the power to, he has stepped in and helped them when they need it. But I mean, if Galactus is going to make an appearance, which I've been hearing rumors that he may make an appearance in another Fantastic Four movie if they're going to try and reboot that again. We all know what happened last time. And this time he's not going to be a giant cloud, is what I've been hearing. And but I mean, it would make sense if he was in this, and also, I mean, he could be bringing, we don't know what heroes for sure they might bring into the universe. I mean, they could be bringing in Nova, which would be just an amazing addition, I think, in my personal opinion, to the Avengers. And then also, I mean, that could just tie into the Secret Avengers that starts afterwards, and just a whole bunch of other things. But if Galactus does make an appearance, which I could see that being a thing they use, we could have a whole nother alignment of people. We could even see the Silver Surfer coming into this. I mean, you don't know. There's tons of possibilities. But also, I wanted to touch into kind of backtracking a little bit. The whole joining with the Celestials thing, I noticed that in Guardians of the Galaxy 1, when the Collector was explaining all this information to the Guardians, he also, there was the flashback image of showing the Celestials doing all that stuff after the Infinity Stones were created. And if you notice, I mean, the one Celestial that wiped out the whole planet with the Power Stone, his scepter did happen to resemble Galactus's helmet. Now, I mean, that could have just been a coincidence. I don't think that, and I mean, they could have been planning this far ahead with that. But I mean, I don't know for sure. Just a theory of mine that could have been a coincidence, or it could have just been actually planned by them, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But I mean, it also does explain too in the comics that the Power Stone Power Infinity Stone is used to judge and destroy planets. And as we know, Galactus is the World Eater, so he actually destroys planets. He doesn't judge the planet and then eat it. It's just when he needs to feed, he has to consume an entire planet. So I mean, they kind of go hand in hand. The Power Stone can destroy an entire planet in one motion, and Galactus obviously destroys entire planets as well. But as I said, I touched on it earlier, kind of backtracking again, with the Collector saying that the Infinity Stones are relics of a universe past. I could see this being a real theory, and I mean also not that Marvel copies off DC, but they kind of go hand in hand when new things come about. You kind of notice that one of them does something and the other one may follow. I mean, you've got Thanos, Darkseid. You got I don't even know who else to compare right now, being on the spot. But they do coinciding characters that kind of resemble each other. You could even say Moon Knight and Batman would be a good one. But I could see this happening if they're coinciding with each other. DC does have, with the Lantern Corps, each color has a sentient being that goes with that element, and they come out of their core lanterns, the lantern that lights each planet and gives those rings powers. The entities come out of those lanterns when times are, when they're needed and whatnot. So I mean, I could see this being a thing, that maybe all of the Infinity Stones have some stronger being within them, or maybe there's a different realm, or just whatever inside of it. Something from a universe past, or other times, other dimensions. There's a whole span of things. So yeah, I just wanted to go over that. And I guess to quickly recap, I just kind of was saying that Galactus could be in the Power Stone. Been hearing that he is possibly making a comeback as himself, not as a giant cloud, which means maybe a Fantastic Four reboot. Hope to see that. Silver Surfer coming back into it, that would be really nice. I'd like to see them build off the Surfer, maybe build up to the newer modern age comics where they have him as the Keeper now. That'd be really cool. But yeah, I just really hope to see what's going on in the Marvel Cinematic Universe after Avengers Endgame. I haven't been really keeping up on what is going on, so I mean, just let me know in the comments what I should check out, what else you'd like to hear maybe. I know I don't have a lot of followers yet, but just, again, any tips, feedback on how I'm doing, what you'd like to hear, what I should change. Yeah, just let me know, and tune in next Sunday for the episodes. I'm going to be trying to do them every Sunday, both podcast and video uploading. Sometimes it might just be podcast, but for the time being, it's going to be podcast and video. I've been getting a lot more new equipment, so the mic's going to get a lot better, obviously, and my camera is going to get a lot better too. But yeah, just any feedback, and tune in next week. Catch you guys next time.